This video, we're going to talk all about launching your dream business in 2026 without the tech overwhelm, without burnout. So if you currently work a 9-to-5 job, you have a family, and your life is busy, this is absolutely the best online business that you can do. It is the simplest way to make $1,000 a day online. Now, obviously, disclaimer, you could have success and make money right away, or it could take you several months, maybe even several years. So obviously results are not guaranteed. This is not a job. What I'm going to go over in this presentation is what you should look out for if you are currently searching for an online business. Obviously, the ultimate goal, at least in our business, is for you to make at least $1,000 every single day. Even if it took you a couple years to get there, wouldn't it be worth it? Because what would your life look like if you had an extra $365,000 a year, right? We want to make sure you're in the right place and make sure that we are talking to the right person. This is for someone that is ready to start their digital business online and they're ready to launch in 2026. Ideally, what the plan is for you to actually launch in 2025, get everything set up, get some training under your belt so you can officially launch in 2026. The way you're going to do that is by following a simple 5-step system, a blueprint that walks you through step by step exactly what you need to do to start earning online. People come online and they do searches for how to make money online. And what they do is they find some YouTube videos or TikTok videos, and typically what happens is they just watch video after video and they get conflicting information and they're sometimes even more confused than where they started. The goal here is for you to work smarter. It's for you to spend less time working a business that you love, because I know you work full-time and you probably have a family, and if you're over 50 like me, you're balancing your family and then you have older parents, so it's just life's just busy, right? You need a business where you can work around your family and your job schedule. If you're anything like me, I am the queen of overthinking and overcomplicating things. I need someone to kind of simplify things for me, otherwise my mind just goes all over the place. So the goal is for you to start taking action with clarity instead of confusion and overwhelm. If you're ready for mentorship, clarity, and a real plan, this is your moment. So who am I? My name is Kim Ryan. I actually discovered online marketing over 10 years ago because I started in network marketing, and if you're familiar with it, especially over 10 years ago, you had no choice but to bug your friends and family, have home parties. I used to actually go to the mall and put flyers on people's cars. I used to go in neighborhoods and put flyers on people's cars for them to buy my products or join my business. And then what happened was I discovered that people were building their businesses online. I took the time to learn how to market the right way online. And because of that, I was able to build a team of 25,000 customers. And it's actually really funny because I remember I was sitting at a company event and I was sitting way in the back and I was talking to the #1 income earner in that company who was cold calling people, and I was talking to him about online marketing and he's just like, how do you do it? He was completely amazed when I told him that I built my business completely online. Whereas he was literally on the phone 10 to 12 hours every single day. And if he wasn't on the phone, he was trying to find leads to call. And I said, I can't do that. I said, I work full time. I have young kids. I can't be on the phone all the time. So this is what works for me. And he was completely floored because most of the time that business was built on hotel meetings and home parties and some cold calling. And overall, I've sold over $1 million online, various products, various opportunities, and 0 ad spend. In fact, I started to play around with some Facebook pay-per-click, and I didn't have any success. I am all about free ads, spending no money on marketing, because that's what converts if you do it the right way. Here's what I believe about you, and the reason why I say this is because I didn't think this way. I didn't think that I was capable of achieving more. I thought that I was just going to work a 9 to 5 forever, and I still do, but at least I could see that light at the end of the tunnel. If you are busy, you can build this. The best part is you do not have to be perfect, and you deserve freedom, even if you have to keep working your 9 to 5 for a while. But that could eventually lead to time freedom, financial freedom, years sooner than you expect. And you just need a plan. You just need mentorship. And you need something that is proven to work. All you have to do is implement. And if you follow, 2026 could be your breakthrough year. I actually just pulled this out of the community today, just some testimonials. Started the day with a $300 sale. Not a bad way to start a Monday, right? $2,600 just for the first half of December. Doubled my income. My business pays me more than my 9 to 5. And then Sheena also made a $300 sale while preparing for Christmas. You too can have testimonials like this as well. Here's the problems that a lot of people face. And let me know in the comments if you faced any of these, because I've definitely had, yes, I've done this. So number one, traditional side hustles. What that means is more hustling with little pay and exhaustion, especially if you were trying to balance a family, full-time job. Because here's the thing, I converted my business to completely online, and I made sales. In fact, in a company, I was the top 10 salesperson in that company, but I was still broke because they didn't pay much. The commission structure was 15%. I don't want you to get caught up in that. Traditional businesses, I've never done it because it was a huge startup cost, inventory. You have to pay your employees even before you start making money, right? My daughter got a new job, and she actually started working 2 months before the place opened. And I think of all the overhead, not just paying with employees, but renting the space and all the attraction stuff that they needed, like the overhead costs. I can't even imagine how much that was. Then number 3 is a lot of online models. You have to DM people consistently. I've done this. Phone calls. Who in 2026 wants to pick up the phone if they don't have to? I used to cold call people, and it was the worst thing ever. I used to take a day off of work and cold call people all day long while my kids were in daycare. I would have rather spent my 8 hours, honestly, at work or spending time with my kids. What if there was a way that you can get your income producing activities done in just 2 hours a day? So you have an hour of learning, right? So if you drive to work, you could spend that time in the car listening to some training. And then you spend 2 hours a day earning, which is your income producing activities, which obviously we tell you what to do. So what would you do with 21 hours back in your day? Now, obviously, if you have a full-time job and then you have to sleep, right? But here's the thing. When I worked my 9 to 5, I used to come home and work another 5 hours after my kids went to bed. And the best part is you no longer have to do that. And maybe you don't even have 2 hours after work to work your business. The best thing about this is you can work this throughout the nooks and crannies of your day. Maybe you work a half hour before your job starts. Maybe you spend your lunch break working on your business. If you can just make that one change, then an hour is. Why this is different is, number one, and most importantly, when you make a sale, you earn 100% profit. You keep every dollar that you sell. If you make a $100 sale, that $100 will be deposited into your bank account the next day. Because a lot of programs out there, you have to wait 30, sometimes 60 days to get paid. If you like the sound of that, let me know in the comments. Here, we do not have to chase friends and family. We don't have to chase strangers online. You can do this with zero tech skills because everything is done for you. The hard things, the really hard things, already done for you. Like the websites, the automations. All you have to do is just connect everything together to make it yours so you can get paid. But everything else is done for you. If you were to do that yourself, it could take you months to do. And that's just the setup part. A lot of people would love just to earn 6 figures a year, right? You can do that here. And the best part is you only need 72 customers worldwide. Because here's the thing, if you have 72 customers paying you $1,400, that's over $100,000 a year. And you know what? That's only 6 customers a month, which equates to 1 to 2 customers every single week. So when you break it down like that, it seems pretty doable, right? And then the ultimate goal is to get that $1,400 a day, and then your annual income would be $500,000. But obviously before we get there, let's just have a starting point. First goal, $100 a day. And you know what? $100 a day, maybe this is your goal for the first year, is $36,500. It'd be nice to have an additional $36,000 your first year. Here's the cool part. There's 5 billion social media users, and you only need that 72 to make 6 figures. And the reason why this seems so achievable is because, again, you earn 100% profit. Because if you only earn 10%, then you need 720 customers a year, which equates to 2 to 3 customers a day. It's quite a difference. So master resale rights, you might be asking, well, what is it? Think of it this way. We all have our cell phones, right? I got my cell phone from T-Mobile. So T-Mobile did not actually make this phone, Apple did. But T-Mobile has the master resale rights to sell this phone. That's how it works. It's kind of the same thing. But the best part is you're not an affiliate of a company, you're an actual owner. So again, you're not going to earn the 10%, the 20%, the 50% commissions. You're going to earn 100% profit straight to your bank account, not mine. There's no team building here. You don't have an upline, a downline that receives percentages of your sale. You get 100%. So what you get is a complete digital program. You get the business blueprint, full resale rights, a proven automated system, marketing materials, community, and of course mentorship. To be honest with you, when I first started online, it took me a couple years just to get going, I guess you could say, right? Because I did things the hard way. I had to do everything on my own. I had to create the websites, the sales funnels, and all that stuff. I had to do that. But you don't have to. I had to learn marketing. I had to create products. I had to build my system. I didn't hire designers, but with what we have, everything's done for you. You just plug and play. It's a proven blueprint, and you can start earning immediately. In fact, we have a training program that talks about steps that you can get your first sale in 7 days. And you can get up to 10 income streams. The best part is we teach you how to even make more than that. If you like the sound of multiple streams of income, you're going to love this. Right now, our program is both in English and in Spanish. Currently, right now, we have AI training, TikTok shop, affiliate marketing, brand deals, digital products. And again, this is a global business. Step number 2 is have an automated system. The system is already pre-built. You just have to connect something so, again, you get paid. You're going to have your own website. So like your own www.newwaytoretire.com. That's my website. So you brand you and not anyone else. We provide you with automated videos that answer 99% of questions automatically. This works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can earn while you sleep, play, or travel. I earned $200 just walking my dog, or $900 when I was at work. And I can't tell you how much money I've made when I was sleeping. This is why, because we have systems like this set up that can be yours. And again, if you want to do this yourself, you can totally do this yourself. But it might take you some time to really learn, number one, how everything works, and number two, how to create ads, ad copy, like the words on the website, to make that convert, because that's actually very tricky. Step number three, you're going to learn attraction marketing, having customers come to you. So if you're watching this video right now, I didn't reach out to you and say, hey, watch this video. YouTube pushed this video out to you and you decided to watch it and you're here. So there's no cold messaging, no friend requests, no bothering family, and no endless DMs. We also have a free ad strategy method, whereas you post free ads worldwide, just 30 minutes a day. And this is absolutely perfect if you're an introvert. Here's the 2-hour daily blueprint. And again, you don't have to work 2 days or 2 hours straight at a time. You can break this up throughout the day. So again, 30 minutes, free ads, literally copy paste an ad that we give you and you post it on 10 websites. And again, we give you those websites. Next, 60 minutes, content creation. Maybe you want to use YouTube. Maybe you want to do TikTok. If you're using TikTok, you can do 3 30 to 90-second videos. Just create 3 every single day. That's it. Now, if you're using YouTube, you can make your videos a little longer, just like this one. Then you want to spend 30 minutes just engaging with people. So if people comment on your videos, you want to reply. And of course, answering any emails if people have any questions. And a pro tip, especially if you're busy and you work full time and have a family, you want to batch create your content. So you can film as many videos as you can for your business if you know you're going to be busy that day. And again, you don't have to follow this method. Like, I never did the free ad strategy, but a lot of people have. I focus more on creating more content. You do this business however you feel that it works for you. So here's Amy's story. She was a single mom, worked 2 jobs. I don't know how she did this, but I was working 18 hours a day at 2 jobs. My kids came second. I was exhausted and had no time. So her 2-hour workday, she would do it in the morning while getting ready, driving to work, lunch breaks between jobs, and then after getting home. This is her 3rd holiday season home with her family, which is pretty cool. And she used to work like 18 hours a day with her job. Step 5 is community and mentorship. Mentorship is the number one. I think it's the most important thing that you need if you have a brand new business for yourself online, because with anything else, like a new job, anything, you're going to have questions. You're going to feel maybe a little lost, and you need someone to ask those questions to. We have a community of over 57,000 members. What's cool is when this program launched in the first 10 months, the members earned $29 million in their bank accounts, which is pretty cool. What's even cooler is one customer puts you in profit. And I don't think I mentioned this, but monthly expenses, 0. So you have 0 monthly expenses. You start your business, you get set up, and then you have to get a domain every year, which is like $10 a year, and then get a professional email, which is I think like $20 a year. So $30 a year is pretty much your ongoing marketing. We offer weekly training calls, live tech support, copy paste email responses, mindset coaching. They're live and interactive. So if you have a question, you can ask the presenter any question, which is really cool and really unheard of. Now, Elena is from South Africa. She had her money stolen online. She couldn't buy coffee, she had 0 tech skills, and she would scroll TikTok for hours every single day trying to find something that would supplement her income. Now, after 20 months, she's a millionaire in South Africa, which their currency is rand. She homeschools her daughter. She earns anywhere from 300 to 900 per customer. And in one weekend, she earned 15,000 RAM. When you get started, you get the complete 2-hour blueprint and literally step-by-step daily plan. You get master resale rights. You can earn 100% profit forever, a done-for-you system, automated funnel, and website, which is absolutely huge because if you were to do this yourself, chances are probably wouldn't make any sales because you're new at this, right? Like, do you know what to put on a website to make it make sales? Probably not. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. Weekly live training, and then we have bonuses. We have additional community builder training, Canva. If you were to do this business faceless, we teach you how to use Canva so you can do that. There's a training on how to make your first million online. We have a 30-day growth plan. And again, if you want to do this business faceless, you totally can. The first step is selling the done-for-you products. Obviously, with time, as you master this process, you probably want to expand your business, right? And maybe offer additional courses that maybe you create. So with that, we offer 200 digital product ideas so you can possibly create courses from if you want to down the road. So here's the time to get started now. We offer 5 digital courses. You choose the one that makes sense for you at this particular time. You can always upgrade. If you upgrade within 30 days, you actually pay the difference between the products. So for example, maybe you start at the launch pad, you pay $100, and then you like the training so much that you want to upgrade. And if you decided to upgrade to the legacy builder, which is $1,400, you would only pay $1,300, which is cool because a lot of companies make you pay 100% full price. But here's the thing, do not wait till January to start. I know this time of year is so incredibly busy, but you want to start today, get everything set up, get started on your training, so then you can enter 2026 with some sort of momentum. At least you know that you can start creating your content and you know what to create, and you can get your account set up. See, and this is my thing. I fear more being in the same place in 6 months than I am today. This is why I got started, because I didn't want to be in the same place that I was. I want to change. And I didn't want to have to work a job for the rest of my life. And I want to be there for my family instead of having to ask a boss permission of when I can see them. So here's your next step. Click on the link in the description below this video. Put in your email address. You're going to be presented with a video. So obviously watch that video. And it's going to answer 99% of the questions that you have. You're also going to get an email from me with another video. It's actually a masterclass and it goes into full detail of this program and how it works. So definitely watch that. If you do have any questions, reply to the email, ask me any questions, and I can't wait to help you succeed. Thanks for watching.